So bring it on, height, expectation, emotion, the game yet to kick off, the excitement's already palpable.
El Barcelona y el Milán.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawal winger.
He's had some range. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Best. Chance for the shots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Pelé. Engages and forces him off the ball. Good looking ball. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. It's a sharp pass. Best. He's in plenty of space here. In with the challenge. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Take back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. It's anyone's ball now. And it's O'Shea. Spread it left. No, that was never going to make it. Pirlo. Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Gets his head on it! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Fires it in low. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Suarez. It's a promising position. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. He's had a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Searching pass he's played there. Ambitious ball here. To cut it out. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish.
Marcó
It looked like
en el
he was
minuto
going to be shut
32
down, but he thrives
el
in
dorsal
situations
15.
like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Messi. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Messi. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Dijk. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Suarez. Lewis. And the shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And yes, it's him again. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Habrá 2
This
minutos
is
de
Luis
descuento.
Suarez. Luis Suarez touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Boucher. It's an imaginative pass. And the first half is done.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan finding their passes. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Del Piero. Oh, easy pickings there. Pirlo. And it's Messi. Great vision. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Oh, can he get onto this? That pass isn't the best. Makalele. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. Pelé. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
This ended up in no man's land. Boucher. Looking to play him in. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Best. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pele. Pirlo. It's been slipped through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Sides
19.
then taking this
El
chance to
dorsal
turn to
15.
their benches.
Luis Suárez. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9. Neymar. El dorsal 8. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the ball's gone astray. Now he's got space here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pull it. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pull it. Oh, well played, well played. And that has been clubbed away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that is a little undercooked. Spread out to the left.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's been shifted off it. Vitinha. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and stable.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep looking away, that will happen.
So now the difference is 3. And here's Kaka. Neymar. Probing pass. Oh, well played. Somewhat off target. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! And now in he goes again. And yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He's found a way through.
Habrá
Oh, he's
2
been caught on
minutos de
it here.
descuento.
This looks big chance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yamal, He's had it taken off him. Toif. And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that,
que
Jim
obedezcan
Beglin.
en todo momento
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Bienvenidos al
The
partido de
fans
hoy.
have pulled out all the
Hoy se
stops to make
enfrentan
this a
el
monumental occasion.
Barcelona y el Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only. Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's cut it out. Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
To produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Marcó
Oh, what a finish! I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, refuses to take the bait. Del Piero. And here's Romario.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha running with the ball.
You might want to be careful there.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Van Dijk is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Vitinha powering forward here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, easy pickings there. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Van Basten. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bullet. And he's quick to snatch it back. To Thuram. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Chance for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Romario. Makalelu gives no quarter whatsoever. Bullet. Vitinha. Bullet. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a great ball here. Del Piero. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Out to the right. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! He scored! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Makalele is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Del Piero. Cannavaro. Van Dijk. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. For Romario. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Van Basten! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Corner it is. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
That is good pressure,
Habrá
just
3 minutos
pounded
de
him off it.
descuento.
Nicely spread. Salah. Makalele is always looking to break lines. Out towards the flank.
That was lovely, that.
There's the delivery. He's got full. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18 será sustituido por el dorsal 8.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Quality ball. Now it's from Mario. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. And it's Thuram, who played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Makaleli knocks it out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Defending of the desperate variety. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for a... Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here. Thuram. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pele looking to add to his goal. Aims beyond the defence. Drill is having a shot! Well, that is one way to stop him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6 será
he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Knocks it into space. clear cut, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Plays it out wide. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back post. And they're quick to get it back.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Now he has two.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
El dorsal 13.
Well, this is what we've been waiting
Serán
for.
sustituidos
Well,
por
Peter, the
el
manager's
dorsal
all
21.
smiles, but he's got a big
Ibrahimovic.
decision to make
El
here.
dorsal
He needs to
19.
see this one out.
Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thinks about the shot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked
It's
desperate.
a mighty effort! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time. Romario! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Deftly away. Spread out to the left. Now this could be a chance. And Dijk can get it clear.
Habrá
He's had a
4
shot!
minutos de descuento.
It's off target and by quite a way. They'll have one final crack at it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
4 added minutes on the board. Raul takes control of it and he's on the move. Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Bienvenidos
The
al
fans
partido
have
de
pulled
hoy.
out all the stops to
Hoy se
make this a
enfrentan
monumental
el
occasion.
Barcelona y Serbia.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Drives it in. And he was alert to it. Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lam. Chance here to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. And he welcomes it in. And he's gone backward here. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, shooting chance! Taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Great ball. Song! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos looking to play him in, and he rises! That's a sharp pass. Played into space. Can he latch on to this? That's very neat. Decent chance! Stojkovic. looking understandably energised after his goal. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Zanetti looking to get on the end of this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice sequence of passes, this. Chance, surely! Superb from Stojkovic! A finish of true class! And they're back in front!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, that's superb. Zanetti. Out for a throw. Pressing high and with purpose. Roberto Carlos. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. It's a good ball out wide. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Roberto Carlos. That looks a good ball through. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
What a delightful ball. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Trying to hit the front line here. It's Stojkovic.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Can he get it through? Shoots! Oh, just wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Kisung gets it away. There's the whistle for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kisung is always looking to play quality balls. And that is masterful defending. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Knocks it out wide. Looking tidy in possession here. Del Piero. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Zanetti plays it across, and the keeper beats it away. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Gives it back. And it's with the keeper.
Pretty robust defending.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. Schmeichel will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. It's bounced back off the post. He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Serbia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, look,
El
they know
dorsal
they've got a
20.
height advantage, and
Roberto
it's time
Carlos.
for them to use it.
El dorsal 6. El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21. Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 13. Se va a realizar un cambio de
That
jugadores.
is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kupchu. Rankine. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cannavaro. And it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a chance! No mistake! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Makalele calmly anticipates. Cannavaro.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Searching passes played there. Toss to the back post. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Now there's a fine ball. That's an excellent interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic!
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. el dorsal 5. Será sustituido por el dorsal 17. Cambio de jugadores.
Best. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. And this is Vieri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Makaleli. Thuram. And it's Lam. It's run loose here. And he's gone looking for safety. Thuram cuts it out. Oh, super fine. And this is Vieri. Check claims it. Safe hands. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Yamal. Into the last 5 minutes. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And here's Vieri. And this is Ibrahimovic. Look at the stretch!
Habían 3 minutos de descuento.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Best, a player so deserved. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Chers
hours, it might
spectateurs,
not
nous
feel
vous
like
souhaitons la
that.
bienvenue pour
The
ce match.
stadium is full of
Paris
noise and
Saint-Germain,
energy. This
FC
certainly
Barcelone.
matters. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. They've got on the way here pretty promptly. Jim, who do we pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Attention, changement.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Cruyff, Best, and here's Mbappe. Picks up, big chance! Going to be quick to recover this. Plays it in low, he's cut it out. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Rui Costa. Now it's Pele. Now it's Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bullet. Rui Costa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's in plenty of space here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Gattuso. Odo. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Deep cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Cannavaro. Back into the middle. Nice sequence of passes, this. Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Zanetti. Here's Cannavaro. Chiellini. And it's Otto. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness lots of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's
But pour
wonderful
l'équipe
to
du
see.
Paris
The goal was
Saint-Germain.
explosive. The
Après
finish
26 minutes de jeu
exquisite.
par le numéro 11.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front
Ibrahimovic.
now. The game's only goal.
This is the perfect
Ibrahimovic.
example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side.
Great chance! Taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This has gone, that's foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Ibrahimovic having a look. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Engages and forces him off the ball. Incoming delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. That's good vision. Pelé. Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Barcelona making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Vitinha driving on and making good progress. Well read. Danger was averted. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Mbappe.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Well, that's well seen too. And that's another good win of the ball. Vitinha. That's been intercepted. Nice control. He's having a shot! Oh! And the referee brings the first half to a close. To review the first half.
Barcelona are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
That's a shade optimistic. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Vieri. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away. Now there's a fine ball. This is Bernardo Silva. Played back in. And Bernardo Silva! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rui Costa, and he's got his cross in. And Dijk is there, and he can get that clear.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Out to the right. Otto puts them all in. Tries to get it clear. Best. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Zanetti. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Otto. Either of these two want to come off second best. Bernardo Silva.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rui Costa. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Shoots! Vitinha. Vieira shows great strength. Rui Costa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Brilliantly cut out. Cruyff.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Cruyff. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Bernardo Silva. Nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro. Now it's Cruyff. Pelé. Yeah. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Tries to play it through. And this is Vieira. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vieira clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 2. Chiellini. Le numéro 18.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the
7.
mood to take any risks.
À leur place, le numéro 99. Le numéro 6. Le numéro 5. Le numéro 14. Changement en cours.
75 minutes played. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get onto this? Ibrahimovic tries a shot! Sticks it away! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Del Piero. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 3. Fabio Cannavaro. À sa place, le numéro 4.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
He welcomes it in. Belletti. Another chance from a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's been given away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. Out towards the right wing. Well, it's got out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear.
Temps additionnel,
And you
3
win the
minutes.
game, it really is that simple. Now it's Vieri. Now, can they get him away? Neymar is onto this. And he shoots! It's loose now, and they've always been caught in for the pieces. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is doing no harm at all. Fourth official showing that they're... And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Chers spectateurs, je
Barcelona
voudrais avoir
really
une
did
petite
suffer
pensée
for
pour
their
tous ceux
lack of
d'entre
numbers
vous
here.
qui fêtent
Well,
leur
they were up
anniversaire
against
aujourd'hui.
it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Bienvenidos al
The
partido
fans
de
have
hoy.
pulled out all the
Hoy
stops
se
to make this a
enfrentan-
monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Schmeichel making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and he...
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely intercepted. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And it's Cruyff. Has a shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gattuso pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Aims beyond the defence. And to the left it goes. And he's gone backward here. Another pass to best! He's missed, but not by that far. Son Heung-min. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a lovely, delicate pass. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's on a charge. And this is Lewis. And the shot! He has done it! A 2-0 lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got...
It's He's done very well to get to that.
really anticipated that well, didn't he? Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out the...
Takes the shots! sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Moreirense get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's tough.
Olise! Son Heung-min, he's picked it. Son Heung-min! He's got a goal! Moreirense are back in business. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's compared to a promising move. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Son Heung-min. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lookman charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cruyff. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been cleared. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's taking no chances there. Lookman. Lookman looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Moreirense clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Fernando Torres. Great vision. Roberto Carlos. Right card, clears it away. Son Heung-min is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And there's the end of the first half. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What's a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Mbappe touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Has a look and plays it forward. Lookman. Makalele gives no quarter whatsoever. Cruyff. And it's Salah. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Moreirense needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in plenty of space here. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff with the cross. Best! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has left him in a heap. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Turad. Now then, the ball's come loose. And this is Mohamed Salah. Takes a shot! And Christ! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the pass is intercepted. Best. And it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in. And the counter is on. Mateus. And he's being shifted off it. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Passing is crisp and sharp. Torres! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 38. Se va a realizar un cambio de
Barcelona
jugadores.
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turad. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Hazard. Bernardo Silva. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Good take, and is he in? Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Takes a shot. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
And this is Cruyff.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's Luis Suarez! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. Into the lead once more.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
And now he has two. Barcelona go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Makalele. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong. Inzaghi! And the lead stays intact, just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So
dorsal
here comes the
15,
substitution.
Luis Suárez. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 5. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 9, Neymar, el dorsal
Passes
11.
the best. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. It's Vieira! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, taken with style. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced
Habrá
lads step
3
up to the
minutos
plate
de
now.
descuento.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gattuso. And he's got the beating of a chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing.
Up he goes! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be
Ruega a
only
nuestros
one outcome.
espectadores que guarden cola de forma
How
ordenada
would you sum
si
up
van
what
a
we've
hacer uso de
witnessed,
nuestros
Jim?
puestos
Well,
de
the look
comida.
on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Bienvenidos
get
al
ready to
partido de
lock
hoy.
horns. This
Hoy
is
se
football
enfrentan
at its finest.
el Barcelona y el Inter de Milán.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
But Bannerman will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pull it. Spread out to the left. Referee's given a throw. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Xavi Alonso. And here's Hullet. But Manaman could try cutting in. Big header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's straight offside. Knocks it out wide. Hullet. Up towards the flank. Rijkaard. He's looking wide. Royce delivers. And that's got behind for a goal kick. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Great defending, strong and determined. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. There's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Vitinha. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. He's picked his way through. Best. And he was alert to it. Well, there's the clearance. McManaman. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Makalele. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That's a sharp pass. Now he's off and running. Makalele tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. McManaman chooses to go cross-field. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Vitinha. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found a way through. Best's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Hullet. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Can he get on the end of this? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Xavi Alonso played into space, floated through, and he's there to clear it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Xavi Alonso. It's McManaman. Royce. Thuram makes the interception. Makalele. And claimed it back swiftly. Has a look and plays it forward. Hullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Played out wide. Royce with the cross. They've won a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Habrá
Cleared
un
without
minuto de
hesitation.
descuento.
Zanetti, swung over, now it's Royce, drives it, a header! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores
We're back
que
on the
la
first
agenda oficial
45
del estadio
minutes.
Well,
está
simply
abierta
put,
entre semana
Peter,
y
they
en días
haven't
de
been
partido.
good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, it's McManaman. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Luis Suarez. Oh, he's burst through. McManaman. Oh, this is a great position. Brilliantly cut out. Royce. McManaman. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 15,
And it's
Luis
Hazard.
Suárez. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de
There's the
jugadores.
header! And it's come back out to him. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Bale. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Hazard. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Played in deep. Terrific header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And they're quick to get it back. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Yamal, and there's his chance to lead the counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bale. Great chance!
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nicely shaped ball. Harrison kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Muscular approach does pay off here. Look at the space, and the shots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Bale. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pullet plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's a loose ball. Turan. Yamal. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. Pullet. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Really well played.
Inter Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 9, Neymar, el dorsal 38.
That'll be a throw. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Neymar. Played right into his path. Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
2 minutos de
Well, the
descuento.
last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
The most accurate pass. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nelson cuts it out. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
Hello,
stadium,
everyone,
and the players on the
welcome
pitch
to
are raring
Emirates
to
Stadium.
go any minute now.
Arsenal against Barcelona.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's shifting through the gears here. It's come to nothing. And that has been clubbed away. And claimed it back swiftly. And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Calm breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. Harrison did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Del Piero. That's Xabi Alonso. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rijkaard.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Nicely intercepted. Vitinha looking to penetrate opposition lines. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's intervened well there. Perez. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Del Piero. Vitinha. Best. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero stood his ground strongly. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Yamal. And that's not going to reach.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chiellini. Oh, good spread. Messi. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now Saliba. Arsenal finding their passes. Gattuso. And this is a chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Can he get it through? Now it's Perez. He is through here. Perez. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And the shot! Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. Makaleli.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. All right with that dink over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And they win it back again. Zanetti. That's Xabi Alonso. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Del Piero. And this is Pele! Played out to the left flank. Cannavaro. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Whatever happens...
Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Yamal being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Barcelona still this single goal behind. Pele. Barcelona have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. That's an imaginative pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Face to face with the keeper. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That looks a decent ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now he's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, he's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Pires brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Saliba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread neatly. Now he's off and running. Shot could be on, and he's found a way past. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Zanetti. Now that's well seen too. Time and again they are repelled.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And that is expertly dealt with. Here's a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries a measured ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that is masterful defending.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Del Piero. Tele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a smartly directed ball.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a...
Goes for a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals,
Hello
unbearable,
attendees,
sometimes
this is a
unwatchable for
lost
those with a
children's
vested
announcement.
interest.
Would the father of a boy in a
Your
yellow
final thoughts,
t-shirt
Jim?
kindly make
That's
his way
a
to the
very
information
demoralising
centre?
loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
That's a cute ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
This is Owen. Dunk deals with that comfortably. Nicely aimed pass. Gravenberg. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lahm. It's Hullet. Can he spark a counter here? Can he get it through? Pretty cagey early on from both sides. That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows.
That is Conte. And here's Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. And the counter is on. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lahm looking to get on the end of this. Oh, important interception. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Great vision. Owen going face to face with his great rival. Hullet. And they can counter here. Hullet. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lahm tries to clear. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Probing pass. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. And here's Owen. And Owen! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Now it's Del Piero. Knocks it into space. This is real chance! Hullet. Now he's got space here. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer doing full tilt down the left. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Albert Ferrer. And it's Cannavaro. And the pass is intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. That'll be a throw. Zanetti. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, he's been caught up, and again! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Loose pass. That's Owen. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Barcelona leading then,
Habrá
courtesy
un
of the goal
minuto de
scored
descuento.
late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pelé. Lam. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came out beautifully.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Conte. Zanetti. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Owen is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Gattuso. Cannavaro simply refused to be outdone there. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
That's a good run down the left. Zanetti. Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Conte. And this is Kante. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. So, Jim, is that
La
the
asistencia a
manager
este
telling the
partido
forwards that
asciende
they
a
must stay forward for now?
96.847
Just
espectadores.
is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, can they get him away? The most accurate pass. And it's Zanetti. Picks up. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are...
And Del Piero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Howson. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Del Piero. Tries to play it through. And that's a decent ball. It's a promising position. He's having a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Can he get on the end of this? In by Conte.
Well played and well cleared. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, such a clever touch. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief.
Oh, what has happened here? Yamal, he is through here. Big chance! Has fallen kindly here. He scores! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Oh, what a mistake! And it's been given away. He has found the way through. Takes a
Habrá
shot!
5 minutos de descuento.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
The referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores
Any
que la
reflections
tienda
on what you've... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Signore e
hours,
signori,
it might not feel
benvenuti
like
a San
that.
Siro.
The
Oggi
stadium
si
is full of
incontrano
noise and energy.
Milan
This certainly
e
matters.
Barcellona.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders.
gets himself into great positions and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Chance for a shot! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
That's going up front in a hurry. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cruyff.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That has not gone well. Ibrahimovic going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos delivers. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
He's had it taken off him. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mohamed Salah stood his ground strongly.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cracking ball. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And here's Donatoni. Ball comes in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's clever. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal! He's free, he has got space. Go backwards here.
Modern football for you, and all.
He's having a go! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Makalele. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cross to the back post.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
PK. Turan. PK is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nice looking ball. Somewhat off target. Turan. Zico. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is through here. Knocks it into space. Goes for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Roberto Carlos. Foot in.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is a brilliant interception. Ibrahimovic. And it's Gravenberg. And Makaleli. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no
Attenzione,
signs
una
of
sostituzione.
frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Barcelona, different to some extent. Can he finish? Superb!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Cruyff. Del Piero. Oh, this is a very good run. Shot could shot a goal! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. He gets big! Vieri is flagged offside.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Makaleli is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Aubameyang. Makaleli promptly onto that, and that is that. It's Rui Costa. He's found a way past, and he's cut it out. Del Piero has created one goal already. Gravenberg goes steaming forward. Cruyff. And he's there to belt it away. Back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Cruyff. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
They've got a
22.
healthy number
Numero
of very
11.
tall targets to pick out
Ibrahimovic.
from this corner.
Numero 97. Pierre Aubameyang. Numero 7. Numero 10.
And the goalkeeper's
Lasciano il
got a
campo
good part to
per
that.
il numero 6. Pirlo.
Oh, facing up
Il
to his
numero 20.
adversary. This
Il
is
numero
a
8.
formidable
Il
matchup.
numero 18.
And now they can
Hazard.
spring out of
Il numero
defence.
19. Ribéry. Cambio di giocatori.
And it's Gravenberg. Threads one in. And a chance! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Hazard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Thuram. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. It's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. Turns and goes back.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Racing over the bar.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
It's a pretty loose pass. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Gravenberg. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And here's Roberto Carlos. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Has a look and place it forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That has been slung wide. Decent progress down the left. Hazard.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Easy
recupero.
enough for the goalkeeper. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That looks a good ball through. Bullet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Out to the right. That's a simple one for the keeper. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what
Ricordiamo
we've
a tutti
witnessed,
i
Jim?
tifosi
Well, neither
che è
side could get over
possibile
the line
seguire
here.
l'esibizione.
Perhaps
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet
everybody,
to kick
and
off.
welcome to
the
today's
excitement's
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Chelsea have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And Romario! He would have been quick to recover this. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé calmly anticipates. And for a moment we thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Makalele, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Mbappe. He can get that clear. Taken back almost at once. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Makalele. And here's Iniesta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Big chance! It's hit the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Roberto Carlos. Harrison gets over and intercepts. And it's Hullet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Dink through. Romario! Great idea, just poorly executed.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Turan. Makalele. Nice Hullet. Salah. Half an hour played now. And here's Mbappe. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe. Well time, excellent interception. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Roberto Carlos. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Turan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Iniesta. Makaleli gets the foot in and wins the ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vitinha. Conte. Iniesta. And here's Romario. So threatening, and he shoots!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented
There will be
itself.
1 minute added time.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve.
Substitution
and
in
make it
progress.
fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Iniesta. Done delicately. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. The most accurate pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and that has left him in a heap. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. He's in space and looking for options. He's got a... Can he finish? Conte. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a key interception. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Big header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Cedric, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So, time for changes
Makalele.
on both sides, actually.
Number 13, Conte. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 11, Romario. Number
Yamal
6,
has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on
coming on the
sight.
field. Number 8,
Barcelona perhaps
Rijkaard.
contemplating their next
Number
change here.
23, Beckham. Number
it's
41,
Played
Esteban.
right into his
Number
path.
20,
He's had a shot! Taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming it.
It's a quick one. That's a dangerous ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that pass isn't the best. Best. And here's Ibrahimovic. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Gattuso. Looking tidy in possession. Goes for a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Rijkaard. Lahm gets a foot in here. That looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Now it's Iniesta. That's been cut out, well played. Gattuso. Great vision. Now it's Yamal. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance. He's tried one! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their 3rd corner. And that has been cleared. It'll be a throw-in. Thuram. The message is clear. None shall pass. Hazard.
4
Time
added
added
minutes
on.
has been
4
indicated.
minutes. And it's Hullet. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deep cross. That's well blocked and back out it comes. That'll be a throw. Lahm delivers. Dida claims it without any fuss. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win.